Welcome back to another episode of Ethereal's Rest.
Yay!
You join us on another incredible adventure filled with wonder, mystery, and intrigue. We begin where we last left off. The group portaled back to Relanin to visit the Rest, collecting some things and talking to some friends. Soon they left on a 3-day journey to the Oracle. What questions will they ask, and what questions will be answered tonight on the Ethereal's Rest?
Oh my god.
So,
Bong.
the Oracle is sitting in front of you. It's she's opened her eyes. This fog is kind of blowing out of her nose. This temperature has dropped in the room, and she has welcomed you into the room. Zakira and Elatar, I mean, I know you've seen it, Zakira. So you see a room, you pop into the room from this, you touched a pedestal in the ghost city of Anan.
Lamppost?
Yeah, a lamppost, a pedestal in Anan, and it's basically a portkey. Yeah.
Yes.
And you appear in this cavern. There's writing all over the walls. There's these 3 men in robes writing different things, taking notes. Elatar, it's a sight that you have not seen before, especially since you've probably never seen an elder dragon before. Giant dragon covered in all sorts of precious stones.
Yeah, so I'm basically looking at this dragon like as if I was looking at a god.
Yes.
You know, it's just kind of awestruck, and I don't know what to say.
You know what's really awesome about her? She'll teach you stuff.
Like what?
Ask.
And you shall receive.
So I look at the rest of the group. I'm like, what should I ask?
Oh,
What's in your heart?
What's in your wallet?
Dead creepy stuff.
Maybe you should ask about your connection with your God.
Perhaps. Oracle, tell me about my god.
Your god is one of the lost gods. A god of death and night. She covets the souls and holds them in the afterlife, comforting them and judging them.
How am I to be used as a vessel for her work?
If you haven't already realized, you are already a vessel of her work.
But am I doing a good job?
You are.
Okay, and Elatar he just looks down, has this deep breath and sighs, and just has a little tear.
Understand that there are forces around you, ever moving, ever changing, and what you do always matters.
Thank you, Oracle.
Any other questions? You of the rest have come to me.
I have a questions for you. What is Coldrick's biggest weakness?
He's a vain little man. I would prey on that. I would use that to your advantage.
How did Coldrick become what he is?
And she she kind of, there's like a puff of that steam coming out of her nose, and it kind of like rises up, and as it rises up and hits the ceiling, like a portal kind of open, or a vision appears, and it's just this little boy running through the forest, and then as he's running through the forest, it changes into a younger looking Coldrick, maybe, like a teenager age, and he's getting pushed around by kids, and it keeps changing as you've asked, like, how he has become who he is. And it's just a dedicated, like, timeline of life leading up to him becoming the city regent. And then after that, he is the next image is he is visited by, he's in a room with 3 of those men in black armor, and they're handing him a crown, and he puts it on, and he immediately goes from that like portly, fat looking
Are we all
Coldrick.
seeing this?
Okay.
Yeah, it all appears, and it's an image, like she just created it.
Is she answering this to everyone's ear?
You're watching like an image. She's not saying anything. You're watching it happening.
So think
There's
of
an
like
illusion.
the caterpillar from Alice in Wonderland, and she's like blowing
Yeah.
smoke, and there's visions coming in the smoke.
Okay, so that answered this question.
If there's nothing else, I'd like to ask one more question.
I had one more, but I can wait.
I have questions as well, but go
Okay.
ahead.
Oracle, I would like to know, can Grazitz be destroyed?
Unfortunately, he lives on a different plane, and I can only pop into that plane momentarily. I only get to see glimpses. I know that if he was to come to this plane, he can be defeated, but I believe that it would just send him back. That it would be like an avatar. And his spirit would be returned back to...
Then if not destroyed, perhaps we can restrain him from coming into our realm.
I believe that could be done. I believe he has intertwined his little fingers and his horns into some of the people that you see every day.
There's hope for you yet, Zakira.
I don't want to kill him, but I do want to know like what he wants with me. I know he wants me to die, and he's tried many times. But why? Why me? Why does he want to kill me?
I can tell you this. He doesn't want to see you dead, but he needs your blood to open a portal to bring his essence over to the material plane.
I mean, he could have some blood.
It has to be given unwillingly.
Oh,
Every time you've died or almost been killed, he needs you to expire in that, not just like sacrifice and cut your hand and say, I'm allowing you. He needs you to...
He needs all of it.
He needs all of it.
it needs me to be unwilling. Great.
Yes.
Do I understand this correctly, that as long as you remain living, Grazitz has no control in our realm?
Sounds like it.
For now.
He...
I mean,
his avatar would not be able to come over, but he's, as you can tell, has had his fingers in people's, or his voice in people's head, not just Zakira, but other people as well.
he's a bit of a horror. He's been in a lot of people.
Any other questions?
Yes, oh great one. I have several questions. The lost gods. I believe that we must awaken them. We have awakened the great god Cade, he of the bright face, and I believe that by awakening the other gods, that we will be able to defeat any of the dragons. Do you know the names of the gods?
Yes. Yes, I do. I know all.
That's... Oh, yes,
Don't
great
mean
one.
to toot my own horn.
Could you give me the names of the lost gods?
Well, as you know, there's Cade, god of life and light. You've apparently already
Oh, he's magnificent.
seen him, talked to him. There is Elatar's god, the goddess of death and night.
What is her name?
Elatar, give her her name.
Rivendra.
Rivendra. What a name. She sounds very powerful.
Like a raven.
There's Aethys, the goddess of birth and youth.
Aethys, the goddess of birth and youth.
Madnir, the god of magic.
Yes, a great one.
Iana, the goddess of nature and growth. Did you get that?
I'm working on it.
Iana, the goddess of nature and growth.
You just have to listen to the podcast.
Yadana, the goddess of trickery and thieves, and who is known as the many-faced god.
Oh. She is still here.
Eurus is the god of war and victory.
We will need his assistance.
Nayuna is the goddess of home and family.
Home.
Eus is the god of time.
He could be very useful.
It just sounds like they're all pretty useful.
Very much so.
Many-faced god.
I get the feeling that we're going to have to retrieve like a big golden glove.
Thanos.
Theos is the god of ocean and the waterways.
To Theos.
Yes, Theos.
That sounds like something you order at the Tex-Mex restaurant.
Wow. Thanks for making fun of my names.
I'm just saying the way she said it, not the way you said it, the way she said it sounded like
Theos.
there should be some like chips involved with that.
A little bit of lemon there.
Ewitz is the god of order.
Maybe it's like a Tejano Thanos. Thanos.
Theos.
To Thanos.
I'm sorry. Well, Eutz is the god of...
Yeah, Weitz is the god of order. Yeah. Ewitz, yep. It's right there. And Zamar is the goddess of chaos.
That is a mighty list, but some are already with us. We will awaken the others. I have 2 more questions.
Okay.
Oh, great one.
Do your questions involve the artifacts, perhaps?
No, but they could. We have been told of some artifacts. I was gifted this incredible sword who I call Lightbringer from the great paladin Jocelyn, and from the god Cade, and where are located other artifacts that will help us with our fight?
These artifacts that were created by the gods, the ones you seek out, are located. I know of all of them, and the remaining that are on this plane are here. And then she again blows another big smoke that becomes an image of a map, and on the map spots actually start to glow, and you see one hovering over Krondor, Stone Mountain,
Krondor and Stone Mountain.
yeah, write these down.
Oh, my home.
Mine as well.
A small fishing village on the coast called Shriekport.
Sorry.
I miss home.
As do I. And
And then there's one other. It is located on the far eastern coast, and it doesn't. There is no name attached to it. It's just a dot, like on the far coast.
all right.
The Fot Coast. What?
The far right coast.
My
It seems to be in the wilderness.
and these artifacts will assist us. Will we have assistance from the other beings on this plane, such as Ints and I don't know.
You want help from other beings on this plane?
If we need it.
I find that asking helps a lot.
I understand. My last question is a personal question. I would like to speak to that great paladin, Jocelyn. Is that a possibility?
So she says yes, and again moves her head a little bit, and against the wall a portal opens and out walks Jocelyn, and what you see behind her is just bright white light as she walks through the portal. Looking around, and then immediately, like, kind of defensively gets into a position because she doesn't like dragons.
Oh, no. I'm going to drop down on my knees in front of her. No, Jocelyn, this is the Oracle. She knows all and sees all, and she would never harm any of us.
And Jocelyn will just... she looks at you, and she begins to speak some sort of ancient dialect. You're only catching words here and there through it.
Can I cast a spell?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to do the comprehend languages. And that takes...
Do you have it as a normal spell or a ritual?
It is a ritual, but I cast it. So...
Okay. I'm just saying because I have it too.
Oh, cool. Aren't you guys prepared for anything?
Oh, yeah. I'm jealous.
Okay, so for this duration, I understand the literal meaning of any spoken language I hear.
Can you translate for us?
Certainly.
So all you hear is
very excited
Lenny
Puck.
in the background just freaking out because my wife decided to pet him.
Sorry.
For our listeners, that is my dog. He's easily excitable.
You hear Jocelyn, and she is just going on a tirade of like, let me rest. Hundreds of years of torment, please just let me rest. And now I'm here in a damn cave with another fucking dragon. The thing I swore to defeat.
Okay, I'm going to translate, and I'm going to turn to everyone and say, she really wants to use the bathroom, I think. She's very
she's
patient.
like dancing around pretty, like...
Jocelyn, I will return you after I ask you 2 questions.
She turns to you while you were speaking, and then she says, "Ask your questions." And in that weird ancient dialect.
You have gifted me this incredible sword that I call Lightbringer. I want to use him to defeat the dragons that are infesting. How did you use him to defeat those dragons?
She like mimics a sword, and she slashes it through the air, and then she points at like where the point would be.
I think the stabby bit goes in the dragon.
Oh my god.
Do I let him act on his own, or do I guide him, or do we do it as a team?
So when you say that, she says in that ancient dialect, you work as a team, and then she cups her fingers together.
Thank you.
Yes.
One more question. You were a follower. You were Cade's paladin. You were his first. He was your first love, and you turned away from him, and that made me very sorrowful. Now that you have found him again, how can I avoid the same fate?
She says in all that ancient dialect that you just pray, keep him in your heart, and don't let voices determine how you should believe and act.
Thank you. Someday I hope to join you on the final plane. Rest.
And she bows her head and turns, and as she turns, the portal opens back up. That bright white light shines in, and she walks through it, and it closes.
Okay, so to get some clarification on Coldrick, you said the crown on his head. That's not a treasure he possesses. It's just it's an actual tool that turns him into a dragon.
I believe that it has increased his power.
Cryptic.
What is his power then? Like, what is it
That doesn't
increasing?
make any sense. Nothing.
Oh, it's a magic item.
If we separate him from his crown, we will be able to defeat him easier.
I believe that is what needs to happen. Separating the crown from Coldrick
Do you
will
know
weaken
where
him.
Do you know where the crown came from?
I do not. I have been searching many moats, and I have not been able to find it.
That means it was made.
Moats of possibility.
It's probably created.
Did they have the crown on when we saw him last?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He wore it. The fucking asshole.
I feel like we're going to just have to cut his head off. Like, that's how we're going to have to get the stupid crown.
No. There's a better way. There's always a way.
You know, for being vain, we could probably just tell him, like, hey, that thing looks pretty ugly on your head. And then you'll take it off, maybe?
No. Just make him mad.
That is one possibility.
What do you see for each of us?
I've seen many different things for you. Many different possibilities.
Do you have any advice?
Well, I can tell you that depending on where you go from here changes everything. Every decision you make from this point on changes your outcome.
I have a question.
She's a really big help.
I have a question for the Oracle. Do we have to kill Coldrick? Is there any way to actually, like, diplomatically figure out how to do this? Is there anything that he's wanting that we could possibly provide for him that he stops doing all this, you know, bad man crap?
And then she says, yeah, there's multiple things. There's multiple options. Everything you do changes every outcome. I mean, you can diplomatically solve this. You can solve it with violence. You can solve it by leaving the plane as you know it and never coming back. I mean, it solves it for you, but not us. Do you know what I mean?
Obviously.
So every outcome is...
Well, we want to solve it for everybody, but we don't... I mean, it just seems like a very big mountain to climb to try to just kill him. So, do you have any ideas on how to diplomatically do this? Like, what does he want?
What does any dragon want? Riches,
Power.
control over humans.
Thank you, Deckard King.
So there... I believe his name is Elatar.
It is, but
He's my cousin. What was his niece's name?
I don't know, but
Leena.
Deckard King is a really tall man. You's pretty short.
We're distant cousins.
There's
There's quite a distance between Deckard's knees and his.
Coldrick seems to be a man that wants power, wants purpose, power, and this people that he has aligned himself with have a purpose and have power.
Do we need to worry, as if we go after the artifacts, do we have to worry about dealing with Coldrick?
That is actually something that should be worried about. And then
I thought it might be.
he she puffs again, the smoke comes out of her and it circles up in
preventing
the
us
air.
from getting the artifacts.
Circles up in the air.
I don't even think he can tell.
And another visual image pops up in the smoke, and it's Coldrick in the office that you guys met him in Von Darkmoor.
That
Von
fake
Moore.
ass.
And the man that Zakira, I believe, saw Mondeth, right? Was it you that opened the door and said wrong room and then shut it?
yes.
Yes. Mondeth is in there, and Coldrick is reading some sort of paperwork, and you can't hear anything, but he starts to scream at Mondeth and throw the paper at him, and Mondeth goes running out of the room, and then it dissipates the image.
Yeah.
Excuse me. That just made me nervous. That's all.
You haven't been
Roleplay.
drinking wine, have you? You need to drink
So-
some more wine and get all that nervousness out.
The brightest mark on the map was at Krondor. I propose that's where we go first. From there, it is a short distance to Stone Mountain, and then on to Shrekport. Shriekport.
I thought those Shreves, like with a V.
No, it's known for
Oh.
banshees and dead things.
Shriekport.
Then you will be right at home.
It is his home.
Exactly, yes.
Great one. Can you assist us by helping us to reach Krondor faster than we normally would, along with our trusted steeds?
Perhaps I could learn a teleportation circle location. Do you have anything in your massive
Can
knowledge?
Just open a portal to almost anything.
I want a teleportation circle. Don't ruin this.
So I'm telling you, ask her how she does it, like where she teleports.
She
to.
just blinks her eyes.
She is so
Just
great
sends us there.
and so beautiful.
So, anyways,
I know of a teleportation circle in Krondor.
could you show me?
Yes, and again the puff happens and the image pops up, and it's an office. It's like a laboratory room, and you see a kind of like unsure man running around with like blue velvet robes, and he's got silver stars on his sleeves, and
Is it a wizard?
Does
yeah.
he have Mickey Mouse ears?
The Zakira has met him, Bar's met him, and Xena has met him. It's Theo. And there in that image you can see on the floor is a teleportation circle.
That guy's a dumbass.
He's going to like crap himself if we just appear in his office. It's
Let's
gonna be
do
great.
it.
Wait.
Let's do
It's gonna
it.
be great.
We at least have that location as an option. Now, if the Oracle is generous enough that she can present a portal, I would hate to waste a spell.
Or we could have her send us. We could have her send us to one of the other locations, and then you teleport us to Krondor, because now we've got that point.
That's a good point.
It is a good point.
Because Oracle can send us like
I have a
anywhere.
point, but my hair hides it.
Oh, that's why you
Bar.
wear a helmet like that. It's your head that shoots like
Perhaps we should go to the most distant one first.
that. Which one is the farthest one?
The far eastern coast.
It wasn't glowing, though, was it?
Yeah, there was a
was.
point glowing on the map on the far east coast.
And then back to Krondor.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
Great one. Could you transport us and our beloved steeds to the spot on the far eastern coast where there might be a artifact? Oh, and could you maybe give us a hint as to what we're looking for?
Sorry.
Yes.
He's loading. His little circle going on his forehead.
Smoke's coming out of her ears.
The AOLs.
Yeah, I'm
Waiting for
having
the
a,
sounds to happen.
I'm having a brain fart. I apologize.
You have
Attempt
mail.
1 of 5.
Yeah. Reconnecting.
It is an artifact attached to Iana, the goddess of nature and growth.
It's going to be some kelp.
Yes, it's just kelp. It's just fucking kelp.
It's a compact bark.
We're gonna take
What?
kelp and throw it
It's
on-
bark. You pull it off the tree and it's compact. You can fold it and put it in your pocket.
Oh jeez. Okay.
You're a dork. We're going to the coast. That's why I said kelp. Because we're going to the coast.
Maybe
Seaweed.
Maybe it's a mermaid.
It's
Did
an
you see a
artifact.
mermaid?
Yeah, it's just
Don't
a
exist.
mermaid. A mermaid as an artifact is just sitting there like, yeah, come get me, guys. Right here. Flapping it,
You've got to like
And
steal
I'm the
her
dork.
shell.
And I'm the dork. Okay.
just flapping her tail. Just
clarify
like, "Come
that."
here."
We're all dorks.
Oh my gosh.
So, all right. An artifact that leads us to the
When does the
goddess
short bus come pick you up?
Only on
Idana,
Thursdays.
the goddess of nature. All right. Thank you. And would you transport us?
I can do that. I can transport you and your steeds, as you keep saying.
Yes, please. I love my buttercup.
Unnecessary.
She is so
Thank
sweet.
you very much. It's so kind of you.
Before I leave you, I would like you to understand that, again, every decision you make has a different outcome. And by doing that, different motes of possibilities happen.
Well, that just makes me not want to go there.
Oh, yeah.
And when she says that, she lifts her head
Fuck.
and
Too late.
roars a loud roar, and the wall starts to fill with ice shards. And then through the ice shards, these bright yellow lights, like circles, start to appear, and you can see different images in them. And as you look into those different images, you look around, and each person around you disappears, and it's only you staring at these different images. And as you're staring at them, they start to disappear except for one single image.
What's the image?
I think it's different for each of us.
So, Elatar, what you see is you. You're in Shriekport.
Good so far.
You are tending to your garden. You no longer wear the clothing that you wear. Your handy shovel, now a trough, as you dig different plants.
Am I still as pretty as I always am?
Oh, you're a lot older.
Oh.
Then, as you're sitting there, a group of people walk up, and they're carrying on a litter a man. And normally, you would see this and think, oh, look, people have brought someone so I can make a skeleton. But in fact, you see yourself walk up and touch his forehead, and he breathes again and rises,
It just
and
sounds
everyone
like,
hugs.
it just sounds like a dog throwing up. That's all.
That's all I can hear is Sarge in the background. Multiple dogs tonight.
We have to find an alternate location for them.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm seeing this new version of myself that is not interested in just recovering and repurposing the dead, but to abandon possibly my existing god in exchange for a god that is more intent on keeping the living in the realm of the living.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It could also mean because you need to make things alive to send them to death. So maybe you're cultivating things
What am I seeing?
to make things, you know,
Okay.
the love-hate relationship, love, you know, life and death. happen.
So, and then that image disappears, and then you reappear, and everyone's like in the room again, but they are all like tranced. Okay. And you don't see any of those glowing lights anymore. The oracle's just sitting there, like looking at you. Bar, what you see in your image is the top of Stone Mountain, your clan. It's not longer overgrown with plants. It's rebuilt. There's people running, but not just dwarfs, humans, gnomes, peoples of all kind. You see in the courtyard a man, and you recognize him immediately as Jonas, picking up a little girl. She's got huge amounts of red curly hair. As he looks over, he can see you staring at him, and you hear him yell, "Hey, babe, it's time." And you see coming over to him as she's walking towards him, holding out her hand, an axe slams into her hand. And she's wearing this, it's you, wearing a huge belt. And she's got her hair all combed and in braids. She's wearing a dress. She has no armor on. No thing that indicates that you are Bar. And she says, "I'll take care of this," and starts to walk towards the portal. And then you snap out of it.
Damn, I looked amazing.
Yeah.
That was pretty badass. I didn't have any armor on. Dude. The fucking belt. Belt. What kind of belt was that?
You recognize the belt as the belt that your clan leader would have been wearing. Xena, your image that you see is deeply disturbing to you. It's Xena sitting on a throne of bones. She's lounging. Behind her, different banners, all with the symbol of Grazitz. The image looks at you and starts to laugh as it reaches down and pulls out a dagger and literally just jams it into her hand. And then it goes away.
That can't happen. That will not happen. I will not allow that to happen. No. No. No.
Zakira, your image, you see a family sitting at a table having dinner. It's you, your mother and father. They seem happy. Everyone's laughing and having a good time. And then the father looks past and looks at you. And then yourself stands up and walks out of frame. It's holding for a really long time. You're just enthralled by this image as eventually back into frame appears yourself dressed in full plate armor, wielding Lightbringer. And as that character jumps towards the image, it disappears and you're standing in the room with everyone else.
I'm crying. I am crying, and no, this cannot happen. I will not allow it. And yeah, that was no.
Okay, so I'm gonna see Xena. She's very distraught. I'm gonna walk over to her. What is wrong?
I saw an image of me when I was older, and I had become a follower of Gravitz, and I had power, and I had wealth, but I was wrong, and it was frightening, and no, I that is not how Xena will end.
Do you feel any connection to Grazitz?
No, not at all.
Don't have to say it like he's a booger. Like, ugh.
Well,
Well, he's a douchebag in my book, young lady.
I know that he is dear to you, something I don't understand, but I've always followed the light, and he's part of the darkness. No.
Jocelyn. But Jocelyn, she ended up with him too. So there must be something, there must be some path there that paladins seem to follow for some reason?
It's the lure of the power, just like Coldrick. Power. That's what this is all about, is power.
Well, this is a fine mess we're in. We got crises trying to take your life and trying to corrupt yours. I don't think we want to keep him around, but
Where are
I
you
see.
from? Where are you from?
I'm from the base of Stone Mountain.
Is that in Krondor?
no.
I'm
base-
from where you are from.
The base of Stone Mountain
I
is the base
apologize.
of where you live. Like,
Got
but
it.
you live at the top, and she lived at the bottom.
I think
Okay.
I think was it your dad that used to trade with him?
Yes.
He was like a gem trader or something like that. I remember some of that.
Yes, that's exactly the case. He was a gem trader. He took like their excess gems and ores and traded it in Lemute.
All I can think of is like from Half Baked when they're like, boo-doo-doo, the thing you're looking for is not here.
Yeah, yeah.
I can't remember what I had for breakfast, but I can remember what her dad did for a living. My brain is weird.
So the Oracle just showed us something.
I've shown
That
you.
this was the path.
I've shown you motes of possibility. Every choice you make from here on can end up in that.
What was yours, Bar?
It was awesome.
That's great.
Yeah. I had a wee babe.
We bought her
Cute little curls. And I was married to Jonas. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Does he have brothers?
Yes.
Oh my God!
That was creepy.
Are they named Nick and Joe?
I am so weary from all of our travel that it took me a moment to be like,
I know, right?
are you like trying to hit on
Yeah,
Jonas's
I
brother?
think I did. With him, you never know.
No, that was Dax.
I was just going to say.
No, Elatar might flirt with the hot little young goth chick, but no, he's nothing like Dax.
Little.
She's like 6 foot, dude. She ain't
like
little at all.
5'9".
She's stacked.
It's an expression. Whatever.
She's stacked with them horns, though.
Okay, so we understand that this may have a lasting effect on what decisions we make in the future.
I think we should go to Krondor first.
No, I think we should go to the coast first.
Right, so the vision is based off of what we just chose to do. We chose to go to the far coast, and these are the visions that we saw because of that choice.
Okay.
So if we go to the far coast and retrieve the artifact and come back, the Oracle may have a different vision for us because like she said, every choice we make will impact the path that we take.
Okay.
So I would still like to investigate the portal if everyone else is okay with that. Not investigate, walk through it.
The portal to the east.
Far coast.
To the far
Or
coast.
Oh, it's open?
Yes.
Let's go.
Okay.
Onward to adventure.
And beyond.
Okay. So you guys walk through a portal, and you appear on a sandy beach.
Sweet.
Are there mermaids?
No, but there are 4 horses looking around very confused.
Buttercup.
3. I apologize.
Oh, butter.
I forgot your horse is a ghostly apparition.
I'm going to
He probably
I'm
doesn't
gonna
give a crap. He's
pet
just
her
like,
and
whatever.
tell her she's sweet and give her a little lump of sugar from my pocket. And
She neighs very loud in your ear and is happy to see you after that confusing, like, because it has to be like a Doctor Strange like situation where the portal like appears below their feet, and they just kind of like land, because I don't think they just walk through a portal if it appeared next to them.
Probably not.
Okay, so I would like to cast Locate Object and detect whether or not the artifact is within 1,000 feet of us.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. What's that, 10 minute? Are you doing it as a ritual?
It's not a ritual, but it's a concentration spell. 10 minutes.
Okay, so as you do locate magic or locate item, you're thinking about like relic. It's here. You know, whatever you need to convince yourself that it's the object you're looking for.
Right.
These cool like red glowing footprints kind of like appear in the sand and like walk 10 feet in front of you and then kind of dissipate as because you're just like not moving, you're standing there.
Do we all see them?
No, only he can see it. Like he casted it.
Okay. I know where the artifact is. Follow me, and I'll just charge after the footsteps.
Yeah, so as you guys are running, eventually you come up to this like craggly, like you can see it was in
Craggly, is that a word?
Craggly? Yeah, it's a word.
I've used
Is that
it.
Webster's?
You know, like a
Urban Dictionary.
like a what are those called?
I'm sure President Bush would approve of that.
Bluffs, right? Bluffs on the
on
ocean
your
side. You guys, as you ran up the coast, you see these in the distance, not too far off, bluffs right off the coast, like the beach ends, and it's all bluffs at that point. And you
It's
can
the white
see
cliffs of Dover.
and you can see a cave mouth as the red footprints go off of the sand and into the water, and then up against, like as you're getting closer to it, the little red glowing footprints are going up to this cave mouth that you can see.
Hurry now. We must follow the footsteps.
I'm not going in that cave yet.
What footsteps?
What are you, crazy?
I have cast a spell to assist us in finding the artifact. That cave possesses the artifact.
I'm totally going to make sure Barnabas is up and like running because we're going to new build C.
Speech.
Oh, okay. Okay.
While she's
So,
doing her speech, I'm just
while
going to
everyone's doing their-
Peckerhead to kind of scope out the cave.
All right. So as you guys are doing your speeches and stuff and getting all jazzed up with everything, Barnabas popping up and
Have you worked out anything about that magic bean that I gave you?
We'll talk about it later.
You literally, you guys haven't had like a break, right?
We haven't had downtime.
Really, any
really?
downtime.
Such a
I
random
understand,
thought. You're
like,
like, wait,
you guys-
the bean.
Your
I saw it
downtime.
on my paper.
Your downtime in Relanin was like literally
5 minutes.
4 hours, and it wasn't enough downtime for him to do any research on a magic bean.
Be sorry.
You guys really like run
How many attempts does that give us?
super fast. You
9,
don't
I
ever
think.
like take a break.
Yeah.
You guys are workaholics. Talking about workaholics, I need to take a break. So can we just?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alaric, can you get a message through to...
Who's Alric?
Did I say the wrong name?
You did.
I'm sorry.
It's not Tanric either.
Hey, you.
Dax, Tanric,
Old guy. What,
I like his necklace.
Yeah. Can you get a message through? I'm sorry.
Is that Buttlicker? What's his name? Asshat?
Peckerhead?
Peckerhead.
Like here and Peckerhead's over
I know, I'm sorry.
Could you get a message through to Pug?
What's the message?
Well, I need him. What we need to have happen is we need this information of the names of the lost gods to be spread out throughout the world and chanted and prayed to and sacrificed to and stuff so that we can awaken them so that they can assist us when it comes time to take on these dragons. And Pug has a network that is extensive and vast, and he can use his influence to get this done.
As much as I would love to, I believe our master magician is quite disposed. He would not be able to help us with that.
Could we at least ask?
Sure, I'll see if he's available.
I mean, because this is very important. Very important.
Okay. Well, I'll go ahead and reach into my little bag, pull out the sending stone, cast the magic spell, bibbidi bobbidi boop.
Yeah, say the command words, and then communicate your words.
Yeah. So do we hear anything on the other side?
You do not get a response for now.
I'm sorry, Xena, we have no response.
We will try again later. Thank you.
You all four sit upon a beach. So you guys, the four of you, are standing on a beach. There seems to be some old, like, limestone stairs leading up this bluff and into a cave.
I send Peckerhead up to investigate. Does he see anything?
Go ahead and give me a perception check when he's up there looking around.
I'm going to assume this is 12.
A 12?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he sees a dark entrance goes about 30 to 40 feet back. He can see...
He does not have night vision. Or,
he doesn't have dark vision?
No.
So it's all dark. Yeah, he just sees an entranceway and it gets really dark. He can see about 10 feet in. But then
but no markings on the wall. There's
nothing. It just looks like a cave entrance from right there.
No speak the word friend or...
Yeah,
No.
Not that he can see.
All right. So I'm going to turn everyone. It looks clear. I don't see anything suspicious.
I can check for traps.
That would be an excellent idea.
You have to climb up the stairs.
All right. Yeah. So we're going to hobble our way up there.
Indeed.
Oh, wait, no. I'm going to cast the Phantom Steed.
Okay.
So my little vapory mist of necrotic energy rises up from the ground. The steed starts to crawl, bones and bits of flesh. And I'll go ahead and mount him and charge up the hill like a valiant paladin. Oh. Ah! Wait. Can I?
With your staff
can
of
I
power?
like grab her? Can I like pick her up and like throw her on the back?
Oh, give me a strength a strength check there.
You would. Oh. All right.
I want to see it.
Oh, the fuck you say? All right, 1.
Ooh.
So
You like reach down and she's wearing full plate armor. Yes, she's a goblin, but she's still wearing full plate. And you literally, she grabs onto your hand.
This was a mistake.
The Phantom Steed keeps going, and you're just floating in midair for a second, and you fall and bump onto the ground. Okay. The Phantom Steed feeds.
thanks.
Well,
I think
I was trying to do something cool.
Throws up. She's
really?
laughing so hard.
Maybe you should call him back.
Yeah, all right. So I'll, with the
more
wind
entertaining
knocked
than
out of me,
I'm gonna pat his back and try to pick him up.
I lost a few of those temporary hit points.
Oh my God, I'm dying.
Pat his back some more and try to pick him up. Anybody have anything to drink we can pour down his throat?
I've got blood.
What, for me?
Yeah.
I think
No,
he's
I'm
okay.
fine.
He's
Okay.
mostly pride.
Ah.
I'm short already. This is devastating. All right, so I'll just call back over my mighty steed and gracefully trot over to Xena and be like, "Can you get on? I don't think I can swing this."
I would like to clamber up.
You clamber up on him, leaving Buttercup on the beach.
Yes.
And Zakira and Bar are just walking.
Can they?
Or
I don't know. Can they fit?
Yeah.
Because it's a dwarf and two super short people, and then she'd ride in the front.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could totally fit all that on a
Do you want
horse,
to
right?
see my new ability I've been practicing?
Sure. Oh.
So I go ahead and I.
Sorry, that was the wine talking.
Let's see.
What?
Didn't even sound like Bar.
So I'm going to levitate.
And Frank down at the bar.
I'm gonna go ahead and levitate, but just tall enough that my tail can still touch the ground, and I'm literally going to push myself with my tail as I just levitate up the stairs.
Can I just like throw you a rope and drag you?
Love it.
So as you fix your pride and grab and have Xena climb up onto the phantom steed.
You heard that, right?
Zakira is just laughing as she levitates up into the air and then just like makes her way up the stairs. Her tail looking like it's like
a
popping
slinky.
her. Yeah.
I'm swimming in the air.
Yeah, swimming in through the air. It's even leaving like on the sand of the beach. It left like a snake wind. Wow, very cool. Very cool.
Sidewinded my way up there.
Bar, you want a hand up? Onto the back of the horse?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to see if we can.
So when we get up there, I guess I'll check for traps.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll strength?
No. She's gonna do most of it herself.
Oh, okay.
You're just kind of like, here, I'm letting you get up here, and I'll just move out of the way.
We
have 10 minutes on that spell.
Yeah.
Okay.
On the locate object. Yeah. So yeah, because you guys went for about. You guys rode your horses for about 5 minutes down the coast.
So we got about 5 more minutes.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Onward.
I mean,
through the
she
fog.
dropped you guys pretty close because your spell went off and it was like ding 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 ding, leading you almost there. So I mean, you only like it's very close.
I'm going to be at the top of the stairs filing my nails.
Yeah. So when you're up at the top of the stairs, what you see, because you do have night vision, is you see it's shades of gray as you look deep into it, but you can see a doorway, and it's covered in vines.
Overgrowth.
Yes.
All right.
Overgrowth. It's a cave walls slick with moisture, and because you are next to the sea, like erosion really hard on it. Everything's kind of pitted and.
Is the door made of wood?
No, it's stone.
Stone.
As we're riding up, I'd like to look at the edge of the cliff that we're going up and see if I can ascertain where high tide comes.
Give me an intelligence check.
Oh, that's
Wouldn't
not
it be a
good.
nature check? Because you're trying to
Or an
remember like the
investigation.
lunar cycle and how the ocean moves with the
Well-
lunar cycle.
Yeah, that's an interesting point of view. I like that.
'Cause it's
But she is a
astrology.
dummy. So
Gravity. But you're not. You're the DM, the controller
Yeah.
of the universe.
Yeah.
And what she knows.
I rolled a 19, and with my intelligence, that would be an 18, or with nature, that would also be an 18.
see, it doesn't matter. Yeah. You look and go, oh yeah, I can see a water line halfway up the stairs.
Halfway. Okay. We should be safe then.
What about the horses?
I would think they're not going to let themselves drown. My horse doesn't seem to be. Too
It's about
stupid.
midday.
One of them's called Buttercup. Do you really want to take that chance?
Not my horse.
Can we, I can use command. Can't I?
Don't you have to be kind of close?
It's okay. I can just cast Animate Dead on him when we come back.
Oh my god. Poor
Going to be
Buttercup.
it's going to turn into a seahorse.
What's your rate? What's the distance range for command? Is it 30 feet?
It is 60
probably-
feet.
60 feet. If you're like halfway up we could say you're halfway up. Yeah,
Okay.
you would still be able to like reach them because you guys left them down near the bottom of the stairs. You're just gonna use command on them.
Yes, I'm going to say, leave.
What's your spell save DC?
Oh, I never can tell you where it is on here.
Because
So you're just going to tell them to leave. We'll probably never see our horses again.
Better than
it's a one-word
drown.
command. She really can't. She can't really say something. It's got to be like flee or leave or stay
Sure. Go.
home.
Say
Yeah,
sure.
then they'll just start running home from where you guys are at, the far coast.
And then they'll get so
I
far before
know
the spell
it's-
wears off, and they're like,
I
what the
know
fuck
it is
am I
written
doing?
down here. 15.
Yeah. So they both failed. So yeah, you can give them a one-word command and they will follow it.
All right.
I would say sure. Like,
Shoo.
like go to the shore. It's like, sure. See if that would maybe work.
Okay.
Because if you just tell them to flee,
Well, you could you could say feed. Maybe they'll
Oh.
just run to the closest like grass area or
Ah.
something.
Feed.
That's got to be a one-word. There you go. So they kind of perk their ears up and they just head towards the closest vegetation, which isn't too far off, but it's farther up the beach,
I hope they don't like
away from the
seaweed.
water.
I hope they don't like seaweed.
Oh, right. They just start running into the water. They're like, Triton, love us. See, we're seahorses now.
All right.
So yeah, you guys keep going up, and you eventually meet up with Zakira, who has been sitting there filing her nails.
Thanks for waiting.
You all
I
see
wasn't going to go in the cave by myself.
Elatar. You have night vision.
Dark vision.
You have dark vision. Yeah, so everyone can see. It's all shades of gray, of course, but like I said, this eroded kind of cave, wet, slick, sea, briny kind of smell in the air. And there's a wall with a door, stone door, and there's vines growing all over it.
I'm going to send Barnabas in first so we can see a little bit better.
Okay.
I want to check for traps.
Okay, go ahead. Well, you get to roll with advantage on that. Remember that.
Okay.
Okay. And so it's take the highest. And it's investigation.
Investigation. I apologize. So it's 15.
Okay, yeah. You don't see any traps, but what you do see is that it's a door, but it doesn't seem to have a latch of any kind or a door handle. It's just this big stone monolith-like door.
Is it round?
See if we can push
What
it in.
Yeah.
No.
Try and push it.
Okay, yeah.
It's like
It's okay. It's
Yeah,
just a
so
big rock.
let's try
Yeah.
and push it in.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're
We'll
gonna try to push it
all
in?
of us, yeah.
okay. Go ahead and everyone give me a strength. Whoever is actively helping to try to push the door open can give me a strength check or a athletics check.
14.
11.
That was loud.
18.
18.
I'm gonna cast Mage Hand.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Even with your 18 and everything, it's not budging. It's not budging.
I want to look for a switch of some kind.
Okay, you go ahead and give me a investigation check.
Can I cast Identify
10.
As a ritual?
You don't see anything about the door. You want to cast Identify as a ritual?
Yeah.
So yeah. If you want to sit there for the 10 minutes to do the ritual, yeah.
Oh, this one. So that's Detect Magic you're thinking of.
Okay.
But Identify is 1 minute.
Oh,
to
sweet.
Figure out if any magic imbued properties exist, or if there's any kind of lever, like a magic trigger.
Okay. Yeah.
Associated with that.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
I want to touch the walls.
So while he's casting his 1 minute, you touch the walls. Go ahead and give me another investigation check.
I would also like to investigate to see if there's any writing anywhere.
7.
Yeah, you don't see anything. Go ahead and
What kind of investigate?
yeah, it's an investigation.
Oh my god, a 10.
Okay, so you guys don't see anything, but your spell goes off, and you know that there is a magic involved, and it seems to be how.
Yeah, it's part of Identify is figuring out how a magic item works.
Yeah, so it is a. I'm not. To me, it feels necromantic, but I think it's more transfiguration. It's a blood ritual.
Okay.
You feel that you have to place blood onto the wall.
Okay.
I wonder if
So I'm going to turn to everyone and tell them, like, look, this is blood magic. We're going to make a sacrifice. Do we have anything? Maybe we go catch a squirrel or something?
I do. I took my finger and just rammed it against my my axe and just touched the door.
I would have used the Lightbringer. Like maybe it needs to be a magic weapon.
I do it anyway.
Her axe is now considered a magical weapon.
Oh.
An awoken magical item. So yeah, you cut your hand. Go ahead
my
and
finger.
yeah. Well, go ahead and roll me damage that you would normally do with your axe.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, because she cut herself with
She's
her
not
axe.
swinging it, though. She's literally holding
literally-
it stationary. And
Yeah,
going,
enough to
ding.
draw blood.
Okay, go ahead, do it. Then just roll me a d4.
If you took 1 point of damage
this
for a
D4?
paper cut,
Duh.
2.
All right. So when you do it, you place it. The blood trickles off of your finger, and you place it onto the door.
But that's plus 8. So that would be
No, you're just gonna take the 2.
You're just going to take it. It's 2 hit points of damage. The door starts to creak open, but then stops.
All right.
It's not enough.
All right. I'm going to take. I think we all need to put a little bit of blood. Like it needs to. Like the amount of blood is how far the door is going to open.
this feels like we should go find a pig.
I don't know that we have that kind of time.
Does
Why wouldn't
does
we? You
Peckerhead
can
have
kill my
blood in
Is
her?
there
horse.
something that's like chasing us right now?
Well, no, but we do have somewhat of a time limit. I mean, the city is under attack, and we don't know.
Okay, as she's like worried about time,
Just go get my horse.
I'm literally just gonna
No!
walk
I
into the
thought that
woods
too, but,
and see
no.
if I can find small creatures. As a gnome, I have a little bit of a bond with them.
Okay, go ahead and give me a survival check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna take my sieve and just go and put it up to the door.
All right, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Bless you.
All right. 14.
Oh, yeah, you find a squirrel. It takes you about 10 minutes, but you find a squirrel. Okay. Yeah, so when you put your palm against the door, it opens all the way at that point.
You can eat your squirrel if you want to.
You totally found a squirrel though.
Let it go.
Let
Okay.
it go.
You should come back with the squirrel and just be like all over it like I did this.
No. I'm just gonna have him like chilling
It's
on my
still
shoulder.
alive,
there you
and
go.
he's just like crapping itself all over the door because it thinks
Squeezing
it's
it
gonna
like a
die.
toothpaste. Squeezing it like a toothpaste.
Oh.
They taste
container.
like chicken. Just eat it.
Okay.
So he
I'm
comes back
making
with
my-
a squirrel on his shoulder. He went into the forest and he went, "Oh."
Yes, Ace Ventura.
Is that Chip or Dale?
He went up there and was like, "Stay a while and listen." And the squirrel came and listened.
All right, I've got Lightbringer drawn because I was about to do my hand as well, and I'm going to walk through the door.
I follow.
Yep.
Cool. You descend down this tunnel. The stonework is crude and unfinished, and the floor is littered with loose stones. A thin layer of briny ooze coats the place. It's kind of like this really gritty, nasty, like mildewy, like no one's been in here for a while kind of smell to it. And as you're descending downward in this hallway, you get down near the bottom, and this.
Do you need a laser pointer?
Yeah, I kind of do.
You have a laser pointer?
You're
I
down
don't know where
here.
it is right now.
Okay.
You're right in this area. All of that chamber right there is full with water.
Okay, so let's look for a way to lower the water level. Oh, you can't. We're in a cave.
Where did you find her?
I found her.
Yeah. But I think she's my sister.
So all the you see all these like wooden planks and other items floating in the water as you guys are looking out into this.
So was the cave big enough for me to ride the steed into?
Yes.
The Phantom Steed?
Yes.
Okay.
Everything has been big enough for you to all of the entrance ways and everything have been like as it's descending down into this crude like opening cave have been about 40 to 50 feet wide. It's a pretty big cave.
Okay.
Well, Zakira, can you levitate and carry Bar?
I'm not sure how much I can carry, actually. I guess it would be based on my own strength.
I think it would be based on your own strength.
I only have a
So-
strength of 10, so I don't know how much
I
can
don't think
carry.
you would be able to do it.
If you
because-
give me the other rod, I can get across by myself.
Yeah, bar is like what 250.
I'm amazing.
Yeah,
Yes.
like
She's got all
250.
that plate on, too.
Yeah, and she's
so
got
Can
plate
you?
on.
Could you carry Elatar?
Probably.
Or
Oh yeah, I think you could with a strength check, with an athletics check, you could carry Elatar.
I'll try.
So if
Not drop him in the water.
I can cast Mold Earth at will. So it's a cantrip, right? And
So you just basically like make a bridge.
yeah, so I can move Earth up to 5 feet away. And so using that,
But
I
we're-
could create a ledge.
But we're in.
Where's
like,
the earth at?
I was going to say, like.
Because it's water.
It's a cave.
It's a cave. There's walls
There's-
all around you. He's
yeah.
talking about making a ledge all the way around the water.
oh,
I was going to say, I didn't think there was any dirt in here, but
there's ooze.
it's like slime.
It's like
I imagine
Magneto without
there's
dirt.
enough dirt of the wall. I mean, is it all stone?
It's it's all stone. It's like that limestone material that you saw outside. It's all eroded and
So
pock
it's like
filled.
Magneto without his magnets, metal.
Yeah, exactly. And like I said, there seems to be debris and other items floating in this water. The water's murky and black. You really can't see deep into it.
I mean, it
Are
does.
these
The spell
items-
does say if dirt or stone you target is on the ground.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
if it's stone, then yeah.
Yeah,
should
you
just be
could
fine.
totally make a ledge.
These items in the water, how big are they? Can they fit people in it?
No, they're like planks of wood. So
Oh.
like 2x4s floating in the wood, in the water. Maybe some bones.
I mean, do you want me to take one of the movable rods, and then my rope, and then gives you a way to just.
No, I
You
can
can
cross
swim
it
or-
with both rods.
You can swim.
I'm not swimming in something I can't see through.
Yeah, there could be like a cube or something in there.
Adventurers are you?
No,
A
I'm just
live one.
smart.
A
I'm a
live
survivalist.
I would like to use divine sense to check for good or evil, good or bad.
It's specifically fiends, undead, and celestials. That's what your divine sense can sense.
But at what proximity?
60 feet.
60 feet.
No, I mean like she just senses it like one giant ping or like multiple like scale of pings. Smaller for being farther away, larger pings for being closer.
Oh, that's smart. That's a good question.
That's why you bring a wizard.
Not
Well,
all wizards are smart.
I know for a fact that
That is like their defining feature is intelligence. No, it literally is in this game. Is if you're
so
a
you're
wizard,
squishy instead of.
yeah, I'm not the guy.
You're
that,
strong. You have a good strength. He has a good intelligence.
I'm not the guy you give the ball to get the touchdown. I'm the guy that tells the guy with the ball where to run.
Yeah, you're the planner.
Yeah.
I get it.
Okay, yep. So yeah, you throw out your divine sense, and you are in the room that you guys are in right now. This room that's got all the water in it. You are getting pings of undead in the water.
Oh, so it's not just Barnabas.
Oh yeah, always Barnabas is glowing bright white light.
Well, I think the ledge or the levitation or both.
Who's our most daring adventurer?
I'll totally levitate over this water. I don't
Yeah, you're
care.
fine. You
I
too.
am.
I can cast shield upon you, giving you a bit more protection. If you want to rough it.
And try to swim or.
Are there any rocks on the ground?
No, you can't see anything but this water that's like
You have
filled the
There's
room.
no
Lightbringer.
rocks.
I do.
Yes, swing the
There are
crap
no
out of
rocks
that
that you
guy.
can. Well,
the
you can
floor.
go back. Yes, there are loose rocks that you guys walked by as you were walking down.
Okay,
Can I-
I'm going to pick one up and throw it in the water.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. You throw it in the water. Oh yeah, yeah. And as the stone hits the water,
Tentacles?
no.
That's my job.
I keep wanting to say algae, but it's not algae. It's what did we say? We said it
Seaweed?
earlier. Seaweed. Seaweed comes up and wraps around it and drags it into the water.
Oh crap! It's like one of those
Okay,
bush
so we
thingies
can't
that we
touch
killed
the water
before.
at all.
I'm gonna take another rock and do the same just to see if it happens again.
Okay, yeah, you do it, and it happens again.
Okay.
Do we have any fish? With
I got this.
Can I
Hang on. Hang on.
How far?
I'm going to
the
cast
water?
lightning bolt using the wand of wonder into the water.
Oh, ooh, very nice, very
I
nice.
like how this guy thinks.
I'm going to step away from the edge and make sure I'm not anywhere close to it.
Yeah, but before I cast, I just want to make sure everyone's clear.
clear.
Yeah, clear.
Okay, so go ahead and give me you're just hitting the water.
Yeah, so if there's anything in the water, it would have to take a Dex 15 saving throw.
Okay, yeah, because it's lightning. Yeah, the water's a conductor.
Would
yeah.
it be a disadvantage if it's in the water?
Bring a wizard. Always. And a towel.
Oh,
And
yeah.
a towel.
Yeah, they're going to definitely be... Whatever's in the water is going to be at disadvantage. For sure. Because, I mean...
I think everyone just got the smile on their face like we just fucking hit the jackpot with this attack.
If I have the Eldritch
I'm
Blast,
actually
it's
worried.
also electric.
But
Why?
We rolled let me see. It was
we.
a, yeah.
I
The
don't like the sound of
monsters the monsters inside.
The
We
monster
got-
inside all of us.
The monsters inside. One rolled 4, one rolled a 14, one rolled a 9, and one rolled a nat 20.
So all but the nat 20 totally suck and are taking some damage, I think.
Yeah. And because it was at disadvantage, I need to roll those all again.
So what happened?
Well, we'll figure out how much happened.
Okay, so one's still a 20. It's not a nat, but it's still a 20. And then the rest are still way underneath. I'm guessing your spell save DC is.
Well, it's a Dex 15. It's
Yeah.
going off of...
You're Are you and you're using the Wand of Wonder to do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So the lightning strikes into the water, a giant beam of electric light. Each creature in the line will take 37 points of damage.
So we're gonna say because you're just basically electrocuting a giant pond, a pool of water. We're gonna double it as if it was a critical because I mean they're sitting in water.
Yeah.
So that is 74. Yeah, 74 damage.
Yeah.
Fish start like flopping up to the surface.
So, no seaweed comes up to the surface, but four plant-based creatures, about 6 feet in height, roughly the shape of a humanoid,
Oh Jesus!
kind of float up to the surface. They have like rough legs and arms with like leaves growing off on
you
them.
This is a
just-
shambling
and
mound
You
of
just
seaweed.
killed like Swamp Thing like 4 times.
Yeah, you just killed like 4 of them. Except for
Alan Moore is a genius. No.
except for
Can't kill
one of
something.
them, because no,
Where's Barnabas?
Because their hit points still didn't reach that.
He's
Even
just floating
half,
around with us.
even halved, it didn't even reach
Okay.
it. So all 4 of them are dead.
Okay.
So
Okay, so technically we can't see this. So if you send Barnabas out through the cave over the water, we need to see if there's an opening somewhere.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send him around to see if he can find where we're supposed to
Okay.
go.
So you send Barnabas out, and about 45 feet, and off to the right a little bit, you see an entrance. You see another like hole or another part of the cave that seems to be going upwards out of the room. Has more of a
Can you all see that? We have to go over there. That's where we're.
like Barnabas is kind of lighting it up over there.
Can I have the other rod?
I suppose so.
I want to toss another rock in the lake and see what happens.
Okay. You toss another rock in the lake, and the seaweed grabs it and pulls it under. Yeah, it was going to be a wicked fight if you guys tried to swim.
So I think I'm going to scale the wall.
Yeah. Yeah, with the immovable rods.
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and give me
Strength
it's 40. It's 45 feet.
Okay, so while she's doing that, I'm going to just kind of hang out.
Are these
I need about 10 minutes to do this,
Okay.
but I'm going to focus on my glyph of warding and create a explosive rune.
Yeah.
Okay,
so you-
14 plus 9 and 12 plus 9.
Yeah, so you easily get across, but go ahead and give me that con save because it's over. It's basically like you're dashing, but you're You're going for a distance here. You're holding yourself up.
9.
Yeah, 9. You take a level of exhaustion because you literally,
Yeah.
pegged yourself across the wall, to the other side. So yeah, you have 1 level of exhaustion. So if right now you have disadvantage on attack and saving throws.
Is there a specific spot on the page that
There should be.
is it the skull?
That's the death saves.
Okay.
So if you want to put a new spot on it, that was I don't know. Your page is completely different
Yeah.
than everybody
Okay.
else's.
Okay.
So-
I'll just write it in here.
Yeah.
So just 1 level.
Yeah, you have 1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So, has it been 10 minutes yet?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
it took her 10 minutes to
to do
get across.
Okay,
She
so-
she ninja warriored herself, using the immovable rods, and she had to hold herself up. But it was tiresome, so she took a
Badass.
level of exhaustion to do it. But she's now on that ledge over there.
Okay, so I'm going to holler at her. But you're going to want to step back.
I'm stepping back.
Okay, so I'm going to take my explosive rune.
Ooh, is
and
Barnabas
just
with
like
me?
everyone's been chucking
He
rocks
is,
into
but I
the
was
water.
going to call him back
I'm going to
so I
lob
could
the
levitate
rock
and he could just
into
pull
the
me
water.
across the water.
Oh, okay.
Because originally I was
Okay.
going to splash myself across with my tail, but I don't want to put my tail in the water.
So as you throw your rune, your explosive rune into the water, seaweed grabs onto it and starts to pull it under.
I'm going to go, Elatar is fucking awesome. And that's going to be the trigger word.
Okay, Elatar is fucking awesome. All right, so what does it do?
It's it's basically invisible. But as it is triggered, it is going to create a 20-foot radius sphere. And inside that sphere create, let's say, the same kind of damage that I was using before, lightning damage. That worked well.
Okay. So, all right. But it's all wrapped around and it shoots out. All right.
Yeah, if it hits, it's 5d8 damage.
Ouch.
Okay, so am I doing a save again?
Yeah,
15?
the DC
The dex
spell
save?
or excuse me, dex is 17. Yeah.
All right, so I'm not even going to roll with a disadvantage because those were all horrible rolls. Seaweed just rolled 3s. All 4 3s.
Okay.
I
so
have an idea.
5d8.
I have an idea. You have rope, right? So in order to get you and Xena across, I should attach the rope in the air with the immovable rod, and then have the other rod tied with the rope, and have Barnabas bring it to them and lock it in place. And
Oh,
then
yeah, you
guys
could
can
totally
just
do that.
Shimmy across.
We don't even need the shimmy. I could probably carry them and levitate and use the rope to pull us.
That too.
Yeah.
It's a good idea.
They're both pretty light. Well, she's
She's a little heavier from the weight of her armor.
she's a little heavier from her plate mail. How much do you weigh, Mom?
I weigh
Xena.
I weigh about 40 pounds without the armor.
40 pounds
Jesus,
without it.
Is that soaking wet?
I'm tiny. I'm not as tiny as
They're
he
like
is.
2 feet tall. They're like really tiny.
I'm not as tiny as he is, but I'm pretty tiny.
I'm pulling up the stats for plate mail just so we just know the weight.
Now remember, it's for goblin plate mail as opposed to.
Yeah.
You could always just, too bad you didn't give us the bag of holding. We could have put our armor in the bag of holding while we went across.
This shit's heavy.
It's 65 pounds. So if you're 40 pounds, she weighs 100 pounds. And then Elatar doesn't weigh nothing. He's how much do you weigh, Elatar?
All right, so if I'm 2.5 feet, probably 30 pounds.
30 pounds. And you're wearing like just clothes, right?
Yeah,
Just
I think
cloth.
it's like modified studded leather.
Okay,
It's
yeah.
mostly cloth.
Okay, yeah. So you could probably carry him just fine. That's going to be a little bit of a you might have to do 2 trips.
Okay. Yeah, they can take your
wanna,
armor across and
like
then
try
you
and
if
kill
you
this
want.
thing with my magic rocks.
You
can-
could
Did
totally
26 points of damage,
You
by
did
the way.
26 points of damage. So you guys see like float
Back
like
to the fight.
yeah, totally. These little bits of like seaweed kind of like again float up and kind of
Make a kelp salad, got
make a kelp salad with these wooden weird humanoid like creatures that are now
Floating around.
dead floating in the water.
I'd like to throw another rock in the water.
Okay, go ahead. And when
Chunk.
you do, I can't. Again, I don't know. I keep telling you guys to go ahead, like you're actually throwing rocks in the water. You know, it's part of
It's
the.
not like it's a roll.
It's right. Like, when
roll
you do,
to see if you miss the water.
when you do, it just plunks into the water at this point.
I think you killed it with a rock.
I think I did.
Nothing grabs.
Must have been really squishy.
Nothing
You
grabs
know.
at it.
Can I reach a plank?
At this point, the ripples in the water had to have
Yeah,
moved
yeah,
the
yeah,
planks
yeah.
at some point.
Yeah. I just rolled for it, and yeah, a plank has totally rolled over. Yeah, we can do that. Has totally floated over to you.
Okay. I would like to sit on the plank and start to paddle.
Okay.
Is she
Give
gonna stay
me
floating?
okay. Give me.
She say she's planking? Is that what you said?
She's sitting on the plank and she's paddling like a dog. Give me an acrobatics check. Why not?
Hilarious.
Because you're like trying to balance on this on top of the water.
13.
It's a rough go at it. I will say that.
You can do it, Xena.
There
You do it.
at one point you do like start to steep over. How far is your distance? Like how far can you move? 30 feet?
Yes.
Never let go.
All right, so go ahead and do one more check for me.
$12.
Okay, so yeah, you fall in at that point.
Can I grab the board? and help?
Go ahead and
I'm just shaking my head because I'm like, we had the plan that did not involve you falling in the water.
yeah, and she's wearing 60 pounds worth of plate mail.
She's 6.
She sinks to the bottom of the water.
So go ahead and give me a
Check.
a strength.
Strength?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. I'm gonna real quick cast enlarge on her.
Oh.
Okay.
She's going to sink even more.
No, it increases her strength, or excuse me, it gives it her advantage rolls on strength.
It also makes her a lot bigger, right?
It makes her one size larger. Yeah.
Okay. You're
So
you're
she goes from
considered
small to medium.
small to medium. Okay, go ahead. You're enlarged, and you have advantage on the strength.
Ooh, nat 20.
Oh yeah.
All right.
The
So
first one I
neat.
rolled was a 3.
So as you fall into the water, you go to grab onto the plank, and you like start to sink down farther. Like the plank starts going with you, and you like quickly grab it and move to the center, and you're now floating in the water, holding onto the plank because you've dispersed your like weight.
and I'm kicking as
Yes.
hard as I can.
I'm going to call Barnabas back to us. I'm going to pick up Elatar, and I'm going to use Barnabas as a way to levitate, like to pull us along.
Okay.
And then we're going to get to Xena, and I'm going to hang out my tail,
And I'm going to grab hold of it.
and I'm going to drag her along in the water because I can't carry her, but I
All
could
right.
at least give her some momentum.
All right, so you're levitating, and you're going off of the force of Barnabas's flying,
Duh.
like his flying
He's like
speed.
40. I think he's a 40 feet.
Yeah. So, but you're on water.
Terrain for him.
Yeah, you're on. Well, you're dragging someone
being
that's like
dragged,
in
yeah.
water.
Who she's hulking out.
That's yeah. She's gone from being a small creature to a medium creature. So, does the armor increase? Does everything increase on the person, or is
Oh
it,
yeah, no,
okay.
everything.
I
like,
was because that would be
That's what I was saying.
hilarious.
She's going to sink more.
Yeah, yeah.
That would suck if she turned like medium with very
The
tiny.
armor just breaks off of her. Like,
It just turns into a bikini.
yeah, there you go.
Love it.
So, ew, no.
That's your mom, dude.
I know, ew, no.
No.
So so I'm trying to think who would be doing. It's got to be a check of some sort because it's like you're dragging someone. Well, someone is dragging all of that weight now, right? 100 pounds of, or now more.
Who has the rope? Give me the rope.
Okay, so she's yelling that to me. I can dig in my bag and.
So with Bar's
Yeah, throw it
help,
to
we
her.
won't need to do a roll. If Bar's helping,
No, just pick up Elatar. I'm going to tie the rope to one of the rods, and I'm going to throw the rest at Xena. See if
Okay.
she can't grab it and just pull herself in.
oh, okay.
Okay.
So you're just pulling Elatar. Okay.
I'm just holding a little
Yeah,
tar.
because I was like, there's got to be something here, like a check of some
Well,
sort.
I would think it would be Barnabas' strength
Yeah,
because he's
Barnabas,
trying to
yeah.
drag all of us.
Right.
Like,
So
I don't know. He has a strength of 1.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he's gonna be getting very far. He's just trying his hardest, but he couldn't. But she solved it by throwing. Go ahead, yeah. So you guys do that. You all end up with your levitating and dragging. Luckily enough, there are no more monsters in the water to.
Did you make it?
I did.
Okay,
grab
great. I'm
on-
going to untie the
grab
rope.
onto you guys.
I'm wringing
click
out
the
my
rod.
tabard and pouring water out of my helmet.
Plastic?
You will go ahead because you are in the water, Xena. Go ahead and give me a strength check because it's a ledge. You've got to like climb up and grab the ledge. But you are using a rope, so you can roll with advantage on it.
I can help her up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. With the rope and you,
Roll advantage.
you can roll with advantage.
Oh, that one's better. The first one would have been 7, but this one is 15.
Yeah. You easily climb up to the out of the water and up onto that ledge.
It's a
that
good
you're
thing
on.
I untied the rope after she made it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, at that, we're going to take a break. We'll come back in just a little bit and enjoy a word from our sponsor. Welcome back. You guys are on this ledge to the right of the room full of water. Behind you, you see the cave is kind of going upwards. It's kind of going in an upward elevation. About 35 feet, you see another one of those doors with the vines all over them.
All right. Is there any interesting things on the walls or the floor, or is it just more of the same?
It's more of the same, like...
I'm going to reopen the cut on my finger. So I have blood on it.
Yeah. It's just still more of that pockmark, like limestone wall room, wall. More natural cave than, like, structurally sound.
Are you detecting traps?
Yeah, I swiped my finger on the door.
Oh, yeah.
So there's no traps.
So you're not checking for traps. You're just going right at it.
I guess I can check.
If you want to. All right, you roll with advantage. Remember that. And it's investigation.
That works better. 15.
On this one with a 15, you find a lever on the side.
Yay. There's a lever.
You want me to use the mage hand?
To pull it?
Yeah.
But did she detect any
Pull my
traps?
lever.
That's what she
She didn't detect any traps. She
Okay.
just found a lever for the door instead of having to give up blood.
We should all stand back and use the mage hand.
Okay. So we're going to kind of stand at a safe distance.
let's stand.
I can be 30 feet away.
Yeah,
and still
yeah.
use this.
If you also Barnabas can also cast Mage Hand.
Oh, that's right.
So
Well, it's a cantrip. It doesn't matter.
well,
Yeah.
no, but I'm saying if we need to be farther back, we can always do Barnabas's Mage Hand.
He also has a restriction of 30 feet.
No, his isn't. I thought his was longer.
Why would it be
I don't-
longer? Mage hand
Oh.
is 30 feet.
I thought.
I don't
so.
know, but it means you could be farther back, and he would take whatever damage is
Oh.
Yeah,
coming.
just
You're,
in
you're
case.
worried for little old me.
Well, guys,
Yeah.
I don't think we have 30 feet without being back in the water, so...
Well, you've got about 30. Yeah.
Either way, go ahead with the Mage Hand.
All
Yeah,
right.
you got about 20 feet and you're back in the water.
I'm going to cast
I apologize.
Eldritch hand.
Yeah, so you use the mage hand and then the door opens up. And when the door opens up, the vines don't go with the door. They stay there and they start to like wrap up and try to entangle the hand that they can't seem to do anything with.
Sweet. All
I'm
right.
going to advance forward with Lightbringer and start to slash at them.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and give me
You're brave.
an attack.
Ooh, not good. 11.
The vines just like move as you like go to slash at it. But they start to like try to wrap around the sword and you when they move out of the way, and you repel back, and
Okay.
they don't grab onto you.
Okay.
Xena, I think you should duck.
I did.
I would like Barnabas to just blast at them with his eyeballs.
Okay, yeah.
The first attack was a 24.
Oh, that definitely hits. And it's a plant, so it's vulnerable to fire. So this is all doubled.
So 12, so it'd be 24.
Okay,
For the
yeah.
first
So,
hit.
yeah. Okay, go ahead and do the
Barnabas?
second one if
Yeah.
you want.
Oh, that one was only a 9.
Oh yeah. So
It's
the second
just
one again.
Hard to die.
Always ack. His cross-eyed amblyopia just shoots off to the right. But that first one, it incinerates most of the vines in front of the door. So
That's why I told you to duck.
Thank you. Can we get through?
yeah, you can get through at this point.
Okay.
So it's still dark. Like everything's still dark.
Yeah, it's dark. When he used his laser eye and the fire lit, you can see there's some sort of mass or something in this room that's like right behind the door.
A mass?
No, it's that. See that big block right there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see a mass in that like center room. but you don't know what it is because it's all shadowy and dark. It's just kind of like the light reflected off of it for a quick second.
Okay. But, I mean, as far as the depth of the room, can we see all the way through 60 feet?
From the doorway
With
that you
dark
guys are
vision?
in with the dark vision, it's
There's no fog.
yeah, it's
60 feet.
it's 60 feet. Yeah, you can see through. It's all shades of gray, of course, but it's just a dark room, and there's this big mass in the middle of the room.
Can we send Peckerhead over it and see what's beyond it?
Maybe. But, all right, so
Or-
we see a mass.
Yeah.
Like it's just a blob.
Yeah, it's like in a mound.
So with dark vision,
Yeah.
you can see shades of gray, and what you're seeing is right now there is a restless, like not moving mound in the middle of the room. You can't tell what it is because it's just a little bit different shaded than the rest of the room.
So it looks
I
like a
can make a
pile of
torch.
leaves or something.
I can just send Barnabas in. It's fine.
That too.
He lights up stuff.
Light up my life, Barnabas.
Yeah. Can I use Mage Hand real quick?
Yeah.
Well, all right. How far away is the mound
Looks like about 10 feet.
from the door?
About 30 feet into the
Oh,
circular
perfect.
room.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna use Mage Hand and like poke it real quick.
All right.
Just jab a finger in it.
So as your mage hand floats through the air and then comes up against it and pokes into it, it kind of, you're right. It's kind of got like that planty feel when you like poke a plant and it,
It's the shambling
and
mound.
it starts to like rotate and spin, and this nasty like kind of roar comes out of this gaping maw at the top of it.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Shield on myself.
What the hell is a maw?
Mouth.
So think of like an octopus with a like claw mouth. That's like a maw. It's fine. He's gonna blast the shit out of it. Unless we think we can talk to it, but I don't think so.
And now we
Lightbringer.
roll for initiative.
Lightbringer. Oh my god.
17. Extra protein.
All right, what do we got?
Calcium.
What do we got for?
12.
17.
I know I got you.
I'm 11.
Okay.
I also got a 12.
Okay. Who's
So-
got the better dexterity?
I have a dexterity of
Plus
12.
1.
I have a dexterity of 12.
So you
So
both
plus
have
15.
+1.
No, I have 13. So,
So
Okay.
it's gonna be him.
Okay. So all right, Elatar, and then Zakira, and Barnabas, and then Bar at
You
the
can always
end.
count.
Bar
I
being
know.
at the beginning, at the end.
No, Xena at the front.
Right.
And Barnabas finishes it off. I mean, Bart.
All right. So, Xena, what are you doing?
I
As
am.
this crazy vine thing with a giant head that's kind of opening and
I am going to advance forward
You're too slow.
and use Lightbringer to wallop it.
okay.
Oh, that was not good. I rolled a nat 1, but I do have a +6, so I rolled a 7 the first time.
Still on that one.
Still in
know.
that one. You wrote it. Okay. Nothing happens. Nothing happens with your nat 1. But you do get a second attack.
Yes. I have a question. Is one of my cantrips, is that a action or is it a bonus action?
What cantrip is it?
The scorched flame.
Scorching flame?
Scorching flame. I'll go ahead and roll that. 14 plus 6, 20. No, yeah, 14 plus 6 is a 20.
For just a regular attack?
Mm-hmm.
Making sure that this is the right one. Nope, that's a second level. What the... Let me see your cantrips. That's Sacred Flame.
Oh, sacred flame. Sorry.
You spelled it.
Well, I did.
Apparently, she didn't spell it.
Apparently she didn't. Sacred Flame is a dexterity save, and it's an action to do. But you're just doing a regular attack. What was it?
It was a 20.
Yeah, that
14
hits.
plus 6. And so, let's see, what is that? That's 6 plus... That's 10 plus 6 again. 16 radiant damage.
Okay. You take a mighty swing out of it. You first swing, you kind of like trip on your foot as you're running up, and it just kind of was, and its tentacle moves out of the way, and then you bring it up and you slash into like its underbelly for 16 damage. Yeah.
Nice.
Thank you.
Okay. Now it's its turn. Yay.
And I'm closest.
So it's going to look at all of you, and it's going to it's going to open its mouth really, really wide, and this noxious fumes come shooting out of it in a 40-foot cone. That's everybody. And everyone needs to
You
roll.
said noxious?
Yeah, it's like noxious fumes come
Stinky.
shooting out of its mouth. Everyone needs to roll a con save.
Huh, 18 plus 6.
I only got a 7.
17.
I rolled for both of us.
You only got a 7? 16, whatever you
18
said.
24.
plus 6.
Okay. And then yours was
17.
17. And Elatar?
17.
Okay. So, everyone that got over 15 is only taking.
Say that one more time.
Everyone that got over a 15 is taking 18 damage. Leena, you're taking 36 damage.
Fucking hell.
God.
Ooh.
You said 36, right?
Yeah.
Wait, how much was it for me? 36?
36.
Yeah, 36.
Oh, wait. No. All right. So
Only I'm taking 36.
On a save, everyone takes half. On a fail, you take the full damage.
Yeah. No. Sorry, I was thinking of our AC taking
What was my number?
It was
something like that.
It was your brain. You're making me work. 18 damage.
18.
You took 18 poison damage. So if you have resistances to poison, it could be lower.
I have resistance.
Okay.
Barnabas is also immune to poison. So
Okay.
it's
So.
okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. So Barnabas takes no damage at all. Luckily enough, because we had to roll for him too. And then you have resistances to it, so that's cut in half again. So it's 9
9.
damage. You only took 9
I
damage.
only have 1 point. No, yeah. Yeah, I do. Because of the plus 10.
Okay. All right.
My turn?
Yes, it's Elatar's turn.
Okay, so I'm going to use the the staff of power and cast Hold Monster.
All right. What do I have to roll?
That would be a Wisdom saving throw 17.
Okay. He rolled miserably. So yeah, he is. What does it do? It just holds him in place.
As long as I'm focused, my concentration is focused for 1 minute.
Okay.
He's paralyzed.
Oh. Cool. All right.
Don't do it.
I know.
That would be Zagira's turn.
I am going to walk up to this giant asshole, and I'm going to cast Vampiric Touch on it.
Nice.
Okay. What do I have to do for Vampiric Touch?
It's just an attack roll.
Alrighty.
Does a 23 hit?
Yes.
It's going to take 9 points of damage, and I'm going to gain 9 points of life.
Okay.
Nice.
Suck the life out of it.
I'm going to.
All right. Barnabas's turn.
He is going to go ahead and cast some flames out of his eyeballs.
Oh, is that where he cast them from?
Yes. Well, he doesn't have any
Where
other
else would
balls
it come from?
to cast it from.
She had to specify.
17 for the first one.
Okay. 17 misses.
Okay.
No, I apologize. It just hits. That's my bad. Just hits.
Okay.
Sorry.
He's going to take 10 damage from the first one.
Okay.
Is that doubled if he's a plant at all?
Oh, yeah. It's doubled, so that's 20.
His second one's only an 8, so it does its little cockeye thing and shoots somewhere else.
If there's one thing we can depend on, it's Barnabas just shooting wide on his second attack. All
And
right.
that's Barnabas's
All
turn.
right, that's Barnabas's bar. This monster just let out this gaseous attack and hit you guys, and you didn't really take any brunt of the damage from it, but it suddenly just seems to have locked up, and Elatar is sitting there holding some sort of spell, and it's
Does
taken
the cloud
some damage.
dissipate?
Yeah, it's dissipated.
Okay.
It's not like you guys are sitting in it. It's not going to keep affecting you. It was just one attack.
It's my turn?
Yeah, it's your turn. What are you doing?
So I'm going to run up, jump,
Okay.
and swing my axe.
Alrighty.
+16 +8.
That hits. Yeah.
8 damage.
Okay. Second attack.
15 +8.
That hits.
Nine.
9 more damage.
9 more emotional damage. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
All right. All right. Top of the round. Xena, what are you doing?
We're gonna swing. And I got, what is that reading? Ooh, nat 20. So that crits, right?
Yeah, that's a critical.
Okay. And then do I,
It's got little skeleton bodies in
what does that do? I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay, so for a regular critical, you're going to roll your damage,
Yes.
and you're going to double
And
the
double.
dice roll, and
Okay.
then add your modifiers to it.
Okay.
So it's, yeah.
3, 6, 9, 18 with a plus 6. That's a 24. Isn't that what?
That's the number you were.
Oh, I'm sorry. 9, 18 plus 2, 20.
All right, 20 damage. Cool. That's your first.
And that was a 12.
To hit?
Yes.
Yeah, it doesn't hit.
Okay.
So you lash out with Lightbringer, and it cuts deep into this Marlboro's skin, and you go to take another slash at it, and it moves out of the way. It is its turn. It can't do anything except try to do the wisdom save to back out to try to break it. Yep, nope, it didn't do it. Time to throw that dice in jail. Elatar.
Just gonna continue to focus.
Okay.
And continue to focus on the hold monster.
All right. Okay. Zakira.
I'm going to go ahead and do Vampiric Touch since I have it up.
Okay.
So, it lasts for a whole minute.
So you had to touch it, right?
Yes.
So you're up there with them.
Yes.
Okay. Can you put her up there?
Yeah, where?
Yeah, just right there.
Right
Perfect.
there's fine. So yeah, it lasts for a whole minute. That
Yeah.
many rounds I can keep using it.
Okay.
So. That was only a 13.
Does not.
But the Barnabas is going to go ahead
Yeah.
and...
We'll see what
Kick
Barnabas
his
can do.
ass.
Yeah. If Barnabas can actually hit, he can actually do some damage.
So that was a 24.
That definitely hits.
There's a reason he's the sidekick. Whatever she misses, he gets.
So it's 11. So it's going to be 22
All right.
for the first eyeball.
Okay.
Wait, this thing has an eyeball?
Well,
One of his
eye
eyes.
socket.
Barnabas.
Barnabas's.
It was only 12 for the second. So it's,
Yeah. Again, it's
second
cockeye.
eye.
Yeah.
Always-
That's the one thing I can depend on, right? All right, Bart. It's your turn. What are we doing?
Already?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to swing again.
All righty. That's a critical.
Do
Yeah,
I roll again?
No. You just get to roll your damage, and then you double it.
What did you roll?
I rolled a 1 and a 10.
That's 11. You're going to double it. That's 22. Now add your modifier.
Yeah, your
Plus
strength.
5.
So
27. Math.
It's what's for dinner.
Yeah.
all right, and now your second attack.
7 plus 8 is 15?
Yes.
You didn't hit with that 15.
Okay.
I was about to say
I
a
just love-
17. A 17 didn't hit earlier.
Both-
so
I was just making sure to be ready.
Both Xena and Bar always immediately roll damage afterwards because they're like, "Yeah, I'm gonna hit," you know. You get
No,
it.
it's because I'd rather be ready.
So at the end of your turn, you hit him hard with your double axe. I mean, you're slicing, and this thing has tentacles all over the place, and you're cutting tentacles off as you're flailing around, but it's like you're missing, even though it's standing still, which I guess means. Would everyone have does that give everyone an advantage? So everyone should have been rolling with advantage with all of their attacks.
Well, you
I'm
can
gonna
roll
go ahead
again.
and do my advantage then.
Yeah.
Can I roll again?
Yeah, go ahead. For all of the missed ones.
No, I still missed.
16 plus 8.
You hit on that one.
I just got 15, so it's still missed.
Yeah, you still miss on
0 is a 10.
yes.
Okay, so 10. 15.
15 more damage.
Barnabas's second eyeball got a 21 though.
Okay, so there you go. So 15 for you.
15.
So his second eyeball did 14, so it's going to be 28 damage.
28 damage.
He just blew a hole through this thing's face.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. So with that round and realizing that everyone had advantage on the attacks because it was being held in place, yeah, it bores a hole right through him and through his brain, and it collapses onto the ground.
Barnabas cast Mage Hand just so he could be like
Yeah,
fist bumping.
yeah. So as you guys are all doing your Final Fantasy 7 like finishing dun 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 poses and all that, out of the walls, like the stone and stuff start to creak and break, and these almost looking like Pirates of the Caribbean, like Davy Jones' crew. Undead kind of like break out of the walls.
Oh my god.
That was what you were probably finding earlier.
And you hear like them mumbling wrong as they start walking forward.
Like wrong answer? Wrong?
Yeah, like wrong.
Was this
breaking.
thing's
I
name
think-
wrong?
This is
I
dead.
think
Yeah,
we killed their little buddy.
Yeah. So they're breaking out of the wall.
Oh, not little.
Can we get
They're
into
kind of
the-
cute.
Can we get into the next room? No. Okay, take him out.
I don't think we noticed this
There
because
was
we were just dealing with that.
yeah, there was a big ass thing in the way.
Fair enough.
So when we're going and we're doing the advantage rolls, does that mean that her last strike was the one that killed it?
No, Barnabas' strike was the
So
one to
Barnabas
kill it.
was last in the rotation, right?
Bar is-
Bar is the last one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But
So technically,
she
yes,
threw
it
out
would
her
be-
numbers first. So it was her wound that would have killed it last. Sorry.
No. I
was
just
trying
want to make sure
get
we're like.
clarifying. Yeah.
All right. So if the
It
initiative
is-
is back at the top,
Yes.
she's first.
Yes. They've
Unless you wanna re-roll
they've
initiative.
broken out. No, we can
No,
just
it's like
we
the same fight technically. We just rolled into.
That's what I thought.
can, yeah.
Yeah.
So go ahead and whatever you're doing, Xena.
I'm gonna cross to that white guy up there,
Okay.
and not one.
All right.
Did you just say nat one?
All right. So as you run up on him, you trip and
The happy
fall,
fun time ball goes off.
and
How wouldn't that be a sight?
I'm sure he would be pretty surprised.
you fall on your own sword for 11 damage.
Jeez.
You're prone,
Oh my gosh.
and the happy fun time ball goes off.
Oh my god.
I have to find my notes.
So
No,
we
I
go-
don't. I know what 05 was. I remember. All around you, flowers burst up out of the ground and are growing, like appearing and growing.
Oh, so you fell softly.
On
But
my
you still
sword.
fell on her sword, and you're prone. So you took
It's like a little graveyard for you.
It is. Can you?
you
let
did
me
20 feet to get there. It takes half of your movement. You don't have enough movement to get back up.
Can I, while I'm down though, can I go ahead and cast Sacred Flame on it?
No, because you took the attack action.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't take attack action is for a melee attack. All right. So that's your turn. It is now the weird zombie-like creatures that have burst out of the walls. We'll play off the one that just that you just tried to attack. Oh, so that's one we'll start with. You got a nat 20.
What row?
You take 13 damage as he like lurches down on you and bites into your neck. Trying to find a soft spot on her body, but she's covered in plate mail. The one over there, Bar, behind you, it's gonna scramble up to you, and it's gonna take a swing at you. It's gonna miss. All right. The one closest to Elatar is gonna approach Elatar. I had to look real quick to make sure it didn't have 2 attacks.
Elatar, watch out.
As he grows a hamster ball around himself.
Does a 15 hit?
Let's see.
It should be on.
Nope.
Oh, it doesn't?
I have the shield up.
Oh, so you used your shield? Mm-hmm. Okay. That's like a one-time thing, right? Or does it stay up?
No, it's a one-time
So it's a reaction?
thing.
Okay, okay. Just making sure. All right, so there. And then that guy right there, 35. It's going to run up on Senor Barnabas there because it's the closest thing that's actively been attacking the Marlboro in the room, and it's going to take a swing on Barnabas.
I would laugh if it tried to bite them. Probably takes fire damage or something.
Does a 14 hit, Barn?
Let's see.
Yes.
He's got the armor's
Okay.
class of 13.
All right. 7 damage
Okay.
to Barnabas. I see that. That's pretty crazy. 40 hit points. 13 armor class. It's nice.
Is Elatar's information on his?
Yes, but I think it needs to be updated because I have an
probably does.
11 armor class, and I think it's a 14 now. See,
Yeah, we all leveled, so they might be a little different.
yeah, like health and everything has gone up. I know that.
I don't have a pen.
That is
Is it
the
written in pencil?
the monsters go. Zakira.
It's Elatar first?
Oh, I was going off of my
No, it's fine. I was just saying
Elatar.
it's
Go ahead
his
and
turn
go.
first.
Yeah, we're gonna need some backup music.
Yeah.
We've got to be a little action oriented. So this zombie ran up on Barnabas and just like slashed at him, doing some damage. Elatar.
Okay, so I'm going to use Vampiric Touch on the one that tried attacking me.
Okay.
And that's going to be... let's see.
Oh, just a quick question.
Oh,
was
sweet Jesus. All
Was
right,
it
so that's a
slashing or
crit.
piercing?
It was slashing.
Okay.
It was a...
So that's a crit. I rolled a 31.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Whoa.
This thing's got hit points. I'm taking all of them. And that's going to do 31 points of damage. And then I get to go back up to 47.
Okay, yeah. So that zombie just you like just reach out and touch its chest. It's the one next to Elatar.
I apologize.
It's okay. You reach out and grab like into its chest. You know, being a necromancer.
shadowy-
Yeah, the shadowy touch, and you just clench its undead heart, and it just kind of shrivels up, and you just feel rejuvenated.
That was nice.
Okay, Zakira.
I still have some movement, right?
Yeah, you haven't moved. If you want to
All
do
right,
something.
So, yeah, I want to get over to Xena and try and help her up.
Oh, okay.
Is that I have 25 feet. Am I going to reach her?
Yes, you would reach her from where, if he takes that direct line, where Elatar is. If you take and then diagonal over, yeah, that's 15, 20, 25. Yeah, right there.
Okay. So that's my full action. I can't help her up.
Yeah,
too.
you can't. Yeah, you can't help her because you did the. You did the.
Vampire touch.
Yeah. So Zakira, what are we doing?
So I still have Vampire touch up. So I'm gonna go ahead and move to the one that attacked Barnabas.
Oh,
and
okay.
Go ahead and give him a touch and see how warm and gooey he feels.
No. You move her over to him. All right, go ahead and give me an attack. Thank you for being my hands.
The Taskmaster.
Mage hand.
God, how much do you
21.
want Mage Hand in real life?
21.
Oh yeah, that hits. Not a crit that did 31 damage.
Probably will never happen again. Yeah, that was 10d6. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Wow.
It does 19
Oh,
damage.
you definitely hit it for a wallop. It starts to like same kind of thing. You reach out and touch it, but of course you don't jam your hand directly into its body like Elatar did, but you touch it and it starts to like the arm you touch starts to shrivel and decay and like fall apart as you're taking that energy back into yourself.
And then Barnabas is going to go ahead and try to blast it into Kingdom Come. With his first die getting a nat 1.
Okay.
I don't know, we just decided to shoot with that one first. I don't know why.
Ooh. So we got that amblyopia really bad.
He just likes saying amblyopia.
Yeah.
He only knows that word because I said it to him.
So it's going to shoot off to the left. Of course, it's not going to hit you because how much was it? How much was
Damage?
No, how much was the attack?
It was a nat 1.
It was a nat 1. Of course. So we've got to do something because a nat 1, and I rolled low enough on my d20 that we have to do something. Let's just say that what's his normal damage? With
It's
that?
3d6. I can roll the 3d6 if you'd like.
I got it.
Okay.
I got it. 4 damage. Right to your temple.
I'm a little mad at him right now. I just got half of those hit points back. So 4 damage?
Yeah, 4 damage. And then he has his second attack.
He does. But I'm also... It's kind of like Hubert, where everything he said was like a swear. It's a swear bubble over my head.
Just all this... you look at him and he's like...
I'm going to get you an eye patch, and you're not going to be able to shoot with that fucking eye anymore. You only got the 12. For the
Yeah, it
second
doesn't hit on the 12. At least it's not doing anything other damage to anyone. All right. So that was Zakira and Barnabas. Bar, what are we doing?
I'm going to turn around and swing this guy.
Okay, cool.
16 plus 8.
24.
And then 9 plus 5 for damage.
All right, 14. Nice. Okay.
+18 plus 8.
Wow.
And then 8 for damage.
8 for damage. All right. You like chop into one of its legs and then you bring the axe up and chop into like the other side into like his shoulder. So he's all gimped, but he's still like standing. He's Wrong. As it attacks you guys. All right. It is Xena's turn.
Well, I want to get up.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to stand up with Elatar's help. And I would like to use Guiding Bolt
Okay.
against him.
All right. So go ahead and you do your spell attack as a cleric.
Well, that was a 12 plus 8 is 24, 25. 25.
You did.
We're laughing at my dog snoring.
Okay.
I rolled a 12,
Uh-huh.
and I have a 8 plus 4 plus 1.
This is why he doesn't get to sleep in the room
No,
with us anymore.
I don't. I have a 5. I rolled a 12, and I have a 17.
Okay. That seems. Yeah, that hits.
Okay, and it's 4d6. 6, 8, 12, and 16. And the next attacker has advantage.
Okay. The guiding bolt is a really badass spell. All right. It is their turn. So we'll start with the zombie that we started with last turn. It's going to reach its hands up. It's going to reach its hands up and slam down on you. That is an 18.
I have an 18.
All right, so it hits. Okay. Just barely. 9 damage. All right. Then we jump over to the one next to Bar. It's going to try to do that same kind of like slam attack on you.
He's got his tongue sticking out.
19 hit on you,
Wrong.
Bar.
Yes, barely.
10 damage to Bar. All right, and then Zakira did that vampiric touch to that zombie, so it's going to like stop fucking with Barnabas and just lunge and slash at you. Does a 17? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 10 damage to you.
Ouch.
All right. That was their go. It is Elatar.
Okay, so I can lunge at the. Well, I don't even need to do that. The one that's in front of Xena is hurting, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It's taken a wallop.
Okay, so at 5th level, if I do Toll the Dead, that's a Wisdom saving throw on
Okay.
that creature.
What is it? A 17?
Yeah.
It didn't make it.
Okay, so this will do 2d12. 15.
15 damage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On him, yeah, he did. So you those bells ring in his ears, his undead ears, and he kind of just like blood starts spurting out of whatever brain, or whatever brain matter's left in this zombie's head squirts. Yes, that's a D12. Squirts out of its ears and eyes as it just kind of crumbles into a pile on the ground in front of 12.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Can
I thought you
you
said 20.
knock over the white guy?
Yes. It's a D20.
Stephanie, can you
Zakira.
knock over the white guy? Thank you.
That's racist.
Say knock over the green guy. I said knock over the white guy.
Vampiric touch another time.
Go ahead.
What I hate is that we've like had that running joke for months now, and then no one's gonna get it
22.
like listening to us because that joke was. Way
Oh, yeah, that
before we
definitely
started
hits.
Recording.
So you get to absorb your
22 points of damage.
Okay, yeah. You literally this time you had already kind of desiccated it. This time you just literally pull whatever life force is left in this zombie, this weird creature, and it just crumbles into a desiccated,
Dust.
mummified almost kind of body, and it falls to the ground.
All we are is dust and
So that one's dead too.
The one by me.
Yeah. All right.
And
What's
then-
Barnabas going to be doing?
So the one by Bar is still alive?
Yes, that's the last one alive.
So he's gonna swing to his swing over here so that he's not hitting Bar.
Okay.
Not quite there, but that works too.
Like flank.
Right there, yeah.
Yeah. flank him a
So
little
he's
bit.
gonna go ahead and
Right.
try to get at least one of his
mage
eyeballs
hand
forward.
is like
Okay,
3
let's
feet.
see what eyeball. Let's see what happens with the eyeballs, huh?
15.
I believe that hits.
So in my downtime, I'm gonna work on a pair of magic
Yes, that
glasses
hits.
to give Barnabas so he can actually see.
I give him like a bandage on his.
Yeah.
A little eye patch.
That was
fake eye.
13 points of damage for the first one.
Okay, 13 points. Yeah.
Did we ever determine if he actually has eyeballs?
No, it's eye sockets.
So there's like these
black.
little red dots in the back of his eye sockets that glow.
Like like the heat, the flames around his skull, I guess, kind of like just intensify and shoot out of his eyes. So what you should be building is like a Cyclops, like X-Men Cyclops visor.
But they look like
All right.
goggles. Just make
Yeah.
it look like steampunk goggles.
Okay.
All right. So second attack on
That they only got 11.
that does not hit.
Such sucky eyes.
Yeah, I know,
I'm
right?
telling you.
Ack. Barnabas kind of feels better just being away from you for right now because he did some damage to you last turn. Bar, it is your go.
I'm gonna swing at his neck.
Yeah, let's do it. That does it. Yeah.
18
It's-
plus 8.
Yeah. Wait until that's an actual. That's also a critical, which is coming soon for you, which is going to be nice. So
9 damage.
What we would say is yes, you totally went for the neck, and the head pops clean off, kind of flies through the air and
Can I
hits
run
that
over?
back wall, and just kind
Wrong.
of just slides down the wall.
Ew.
Like it hits it and just flat like.
And all it's like congealed
Yeah.
black blood
Ew.
is
And then just-
splattered on
as
the
the
wall.
body kind of does the whole like it's
drunk.
still trying to like do something and then it just kind of flops over and dies. And that's the fight there.
Okay, so everything is dead, and I have the ability to reanimate.
I'm gonna turn.
There are 4 bodies.
Oh my god.
So yeah, I'm gonna cast that at level 4, and that'll give me.
They have tongues. I think it's funny. Wrong.
You only think it's funny because they're dead now.
Yeah, well, it's odd. I don't know why they have their tongues out if they're zombies.
Maybe their jaw's missing, so their tongue just sticks out.
So 3 of those guys.
So you do your spell, and the black tendril hands come bursting out of the ground and grab around these
One more.
Yeah.
three of the bodies.
Pick the ones that still have their heads.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
rip away the skin. Some of like the mummified one rips, and it's like breaking into dust, like we said. And the skeletons rise up out of the whatever sinew and messes that's left, and they stand up.
I kind of wish I could vampire touch one of them
I'm gonna
just to get the hit points back.
I think we're gonna call it.
Can I have this moment before we call?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn to Elatar and go, Elatar, did you see what happened? I don't know what I did.
When? What?
Well, it was like lightning or something, and I hit the zombie, and I've never done that, and I have no idea what I did.
Well, Lightbringer has magical.
Yes, but it wasn't
Power.
Lightbringer. It was me.
I think some of her downtime, you've been at the temple, haven't you?
I did. I went to the temple, and Cade embraced me, and now I feel like I've got some of these other things going on, but I've never done anything like that.
If I were you,
Well,
I'd
we've all
pray
been
on it.
practicing new things. I showed you the levitate, so I have that new stuff. So maybe in your experience,
Speak to Cade. See what he has in store for you.
I will.
talk to the sword. See what the sword says.
Talk to the sword. Oh, Lightbringer.
On that note,
Feel
we
left
will
out.
continue the adventure into the seaside cave next week. We just want to thank you for joining us. Remember to listen to us every week for more thrilling adventures. We can be found on all the major podcast providers: Apple, Amazon, Google, and Spotify. Our website is etherealsrest.com. Come and check us out and find links to all of our social media accounts. We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. And remember, if you're in need of a quest, and you can always find one at Ethereal's Rest.
Yeah.
I'm going to get better at that. Thank you. Have a great time. Bye.